Yo, 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 what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I'm going to tell you the secret to how I've had such a really, really good dating life and how I've learned so much and, just basically had shit my way. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's hasn't been a situation where when I was younger and I was more naive and there were certain things I didn't understand, so I was confused, but I was learning, and as I learned different things got better and better. But I'm gonna give you the secret to having a great fucking dating life, and it's really simple. You have to sleep around. That's it. You got to sleep around, but you have to do it responsibly, because if you don't do it responsibly, then fucked up shit could happen to you. But if you sleep around responsibly, you're going to learn a lot of shit. It's funny. I've always heard this thing where I think it's like ridiculous. I think it's completely ridiculous, where people will say, you shouldn't be out there hooking up or sleeping around or, dealing with all these different people, because, you're going to basically use people as objects, and you're never going to be satisfied, and you're going to be desensitized. Like, even for example, I know in a lot of these red pill spaces, they'll say shit about women sleeping around and like, oh, they can't pair bond and all that other nonsense, right? But what I want to tell you is that sleeping around responsibly, right, has taught me so many things about myself and what I actually like and what I want. So the reason why I had such a good dating life is because I started to realize what I want. And then I realized what I wanted through the interactions that I was having with these women. Right. But because I was hooking up with a lot of different women, going on dates and getting shit popping with a lot of different women, I've had a lot of exposure to different types of situations, to where I can look at so many different variables and different things and pick and choose what I like and what I don't like. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that most people, what they do is, or what happens is that they get into a situation and they stick with that situation. And then what happens is, because they don't really have that much experience with other situations, right? They just sort of go along with what they have at the moment, right? So they may like it, but in other situations they may not, and they're just settling. You understand? So I'll give you an example. Let's say, I, ate a bologna sandwich, right? And then I just started eating bologna sandwiches, every day basically. And, I started to continue to eat bologna sandwiches for the next few years, and that's all I'm eating. So if I like bologna sandwiches, cool. But if I don't really like it that much, I would probably either try to, rationalize like, oh, it's not that bad, or I'll just like settle for it. Well, it is what it is. I guess I got to eat these bologna sandwiches. I've been eating them for so long, right? So all I really know is bologna sandwiches, right? So either I'm with it because I like it from the jump, or I sort of trick myself into learning to like it because this is all I have available. Now, if I ate a bologna sandwich, but then I ate a pizza, and then I ate some steak, then I ate a cheeseburger, then I, had some ice cream in it. So I'm starting to get more food in the situation, right? So now I say, oh, I don't really like the bologna sandwich. I prefer the steak. You understand? Or I like the steak and also like French fries, right? So I'm starting to look at the things I like, and then the things I don't like, I'm pushing it to the side. Like, oh, the tofu, I don't want that. The oatmeal, I don't want that. The sushi, I might not like that, whatever. But I'm trying all these things, and I'm figuring out what I like and what I don't like. So now, when I figured out what I like, because I'm actually eating around, aka sleeping around, then I figure out what is best for me. So when I'm living life every day, guess what's happening? I'm putting myself in a situation where I'm doing the things that I like, right? When it comes to the relationships, I'm interacting with women I like. I'm interacting with women I am attracted to. I'm interacting with women and hooking up with women that I really enjoy the sex with and all this other stuff, because I figured out me through the interactions. You see what I'm saying? So A lot of people, the problem is that they've been indoctrinated and conditioned to believe, oh, well, you're supposed to just like meet this one person and then that's it. No, you can explore, go around and do what you got to do in order to figure yourself out, in order to learn more about you. Because what happens is that this is how you create the type of situations that you really want to be in. And then you have more pleasurable and enjoyable experiences, whether you're just hooking up, whether you're in a dating situation, a long-term relationship, marriage, whatever it is. You know what you like because you actually have been out there doing your thing. All right. So guys, listen, if you need any help, go to shoplocario.com and badboymembership.com. I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.